Good morning. Happy Wednesday. So today, Psalms 118:29 says, "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever." And immediately, right, I'm like, okay, let's delve into this a little bit. And I began to think about other verses that involve mercy, and I began to define that word mercy. So in Ephesians 2, it says, "For his mercy endureth forever." Okay, Ephesians 2:4 says, "But God, who is rich in mercy," which means that he's never ever going to run out. He has an abundant amount, plenty, enough, so much for every single person in the world who, well, number one, we're all under a degree of his mercy no matter what, at least for a time. But he has enough for all of us, to pour on all of us, also to pour out of us. Mercy is a pretty incredible topic to meditate on. All right, next in Psalm 108:4, it says, "For thy mercy is great above the heavens, and thy truth reacheth unto the clouds." We have a first heaven, a second heaven, and a third heaven, and it says his mercy reaches great above the heavens. Like, God has so much mercy, and there is levels. I don't even know if that's the right word. I probably could never explain truly with words or anything here this side of heaven how amazing our God is. But he is so many things, but he's also so very merciful. So then I began to think about how we need mercy, right, in every area of our life. So I define that word mercy, and I'm sure this is exhaustible. Number one, mercy. It's that benevolence, mildness, or tenderness of heart which disposes a person to overlook injuries or to treat an offender better than he deserves. It's the disposition that tempers justice and induces an injured person to forgive trespasses and injuries and to forbear punishment, make it easy for us to bear, sometimes remove it altogether, or inflict less than law or justice will warrant. It implies benevolence, goodness, tenderness, mildness, pity, or compassion, and clemency, but exercised only towards offenders. Number two, it's an act or exercise of mercy or favor. Number three, it's pity. It's compassion. It's manifested towards a person in distress. Number four, clemency and bounty. There's so much of it, right? There's so much. It's never ending. It's good for all things. Number six, grace, favor. Number seven, eternal life, the fruit of mercy. Like I said, God's offered that to us all. So we're all under a great degree of mercy at some point in time. Number eight, pardon. If you've received that eternal life, that gift, if you receive that pardon, just think about how much mercy is in that, because we don't deserve it. And think about how often we sin just in our thoughts alone, not even in our actions outright. We sin in that too. But we've received pardon because of Jesus Christ. It's pretty incredible. Number nine, the act of sparing or the forbearance of a violent act expected. All right. Do we need mercy? I do. Yeah, you do. If you don't think you do, you're wrong. The end. All right. Let God be true and every man a liar. Yes, we need mercy for every single thing that pertains to this life. Before I pulled the verses and before I pulled the definition, I was thinking about things. I wrote them down in my calendar. God's mercies, he tells us, are new every single morning. That should tell you in and of itself that we need his mercies constantly. It says that he's merciful, that we're not consumed. He's merciful in his judgment and his chastening. He's merciful in our long suffering, in his long suffering. He's merciful in his forgiveness. He's merciful, as the Bible said, in his answers to us when we're praying. His answers are merciful. He's merciful in giving and taking. Giving and taking. Think about that. He's merciful in his blessings to us. He's merciful. I was praying this morning. I was saying, Lord, help me to pick up this burden. Lord, help me to bear this burden. Lord, help me to put down this burden, because there are different things that he would have us do at different times with the things that we're carrying. right? Or to even taking up his cross and laying down our own. He's merciful. He's merciful in so many things. And so I'm just going to end it with Lamentations 3:21, 22 and 23. It says, "This I recall to my mind, therefore have I hope. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness." You realize that it is so hard to find faithfulness, but God is always faithful. God is the most faithful. God is never failing. Every single thing that he says that he will do for us, he will. Every single thing that he says that he wants for us, he wants. God is so faithful. So great is thy faithfulness. His mercies are new every day. And so my prayer for us today is that we walk in mercy, in the joy. We extend mercy. We just use it for every area of our life, because it is so very needed. It was a good reminder today. All right, be blessed.